As 2021 draws to a close, there are fortunately quite a nice amount of games on the horizon for 2022. Let's have a look at some of them. Starting with WARNO, created by Eugen. It is not strictly Wargame 4, but it does have some very interesting elements of it. I'm not sure if they cannot use Wargame 4 due to legal reasons or something to that effect, but this is the game that we're getting. It seems to be a mix of Wargame mixed with Steel Division 2's engine, which will lead to quite a few of the mechanics from Steel Division 2, making it into a 1980s Cold War game gone hot. Let's have a look at some of the footage. WARNO is slated to come out on January 20th, 2022, so that is very, very soon, if it hasn't happened already by the time that you're watching this video. I'm very excited about this game. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what sort of complement of mechanics and units we're going to see in this particular title. Falling Frontier is another title that I'm very, very eager to see. If you like space games, if you like space strategy games, if you like The Expanse, then this is going to make you feel right at home. A critical part to space games generally is background music, and Falling Frontier nails that. The excellent Scott Buckley provides background music for this game, which immediately sets the atmosphere and is most likely to change whether you're in a calm situation or you're in a combat situation. The game has a lot of depth when it comes to logistics. You're not just going to be clicking units and telling them to attack, building bases, etc., but you're also setting up a logistics network. You're looking at crew management, you're looking at fuel management, you're looking at resources to build more ships, to build your economy out further, and of course, you're going to be doing some combat. This is an RTS after all. The whole game looks stunning. Especially, again, coming from a series like The Expanse, you should be feeling right at home. The battle that you're looking at right now seems to be taking part in a dust cloud of some sort, maybe an asteroid belt. It looks like one of these ships got the drop on the other one, and ship-to-ship combat is something that you can also heavily influence by changing the type of weaponry that your ship has. Changing your captain, maybe adjusting your crew. You can do all sorts of things to customize your fleet to your liking. And in this clip you can see that ship customization happening. Railguns, missile launchers, torpedo launchers, you have access to all sorts of weaponry, which I imagine will get upgraded as you research new tech. Now, as with most RTSs, not every weapon system will be great against every other type of ship, so you're going to have potentially all-rounders or specialized types of ships, depending on what sort of role you want the ship to be playing in your particular fleet. The level of customization alone has me very excited about this game. Just being able to customize your own ships and then have them accessed or entered into your fleet, I really, really look forward to this. The next strategy game that I'm extremely excited about is Terra Invicta. It's a game where you are defending Earth against an invasion. It is not strictly XCOM, although it is by Pavonis Interactive. It's the team that has made the Long War mod for XCOM. It starts with a UFO crashing on Earth, and you are not the only faction getting interested in whatever happened here. As opposed to just defending Earth, you're also going to have to interact with other factions, try and build your influence over the Earth, and then as your tech increases, you'll be getting into space, where at some point you'll be taking the fight to the aliens. So it's not just playing out on Earth, you're also building space stations, you're building out spaceships, you're getting your research up, you're making sure that your spaceships can get resupplied at ports. It has a ton of depth. It seems like an extremely ambitious project, and I'm very much looking forward to playing this. I have played a playtest of it. It has... Well, it's not quite that you need a master's in geopolitics, but you really need a lot of patience to get the learning curve of this game. It's not going to be for the faint of heart, but I imagine that if you get into it, if you take the time to learn the game, it's going to be extremely rewarding. I'm almost always interested in naval games, and Sea Power, which is coming out next year, is no different. Sea Power has put you, or will put you, in command of ships in the Missile Age. You're going to have to manage your weapon systems, your sensors, your other assets in the area to make sure that your navy can win the encounter. The graphics look very, very nice. It has been created by some of the guys from Cold Waters, so in case you have played that game, it's a submarine simulator / submarine arcade game, it might look familiar to you there, but it has a lot more options, as in Cold Waters you could only command a submarine, and here you can command a lot more assets. Now, as you can see in the trailer, it says the ultimate simulation of naval combat in the Missile Age. This means it is probably going to be a hardcore game. I don't expect it to be very arcadey. You're going to have to do quite a bit of learning. You're going to have to apply naval tactics as they work in the real world and see if you can get your sea powers, your naval forces, to survive in the Missile Age. Another naval title coming out in 2022 is Modern Naval Warfare. This game puts you in command of a Virginia-class attack submarine, and it is a submarine that you cannot crew solo, you can crew this in multiplayer. Which means that you're going to have to work together with your friends to detect contacts on sonar, work together to build a firing solution, and eventually decide if you want to take the target down or not. It also has VR controls, so if you have a VR headset, you can immerse yourself into the game even more. Now, the game being as serious as it is, it very much treats itself like a simulator. Again, it's not going to be for everybody. You're gonna have to be really patient, because submarine warfare can be boring. But if they get the mix right between simulation and game, then you can end up with an excellent project, an excellent game / simulator that you can play with friends. You can shoot the breeze, you can shoot the torpedoes too, depending on what your target is. And of course, you're going to be playing it out in a simulated conflict. Next up is Broken Arrow, another modern warfare game. It looks a bit similar to the Wargame franchise, but there are seemingly quite a few differences. Yes, you have your reconnaissance, infantry, vehicle, supply, logistics, helicopter and air tabs on the left. So in that sense, it is similar, but then again, this is something that strategy games have been borrowing from each other for quite a few years lately. You have a ton of different units, seemingly currently US versus Russia. I'm not sure who the aggressor is, I'm not sure who the defender is, but in this situation, you can operate together with quite a few different units. And finally, Regiments. There's currently a playtest available for Regiments and their operations system. What is sadly seemingly going to hold this game back is the lack of multiplayer. From what I know, it is single player only. Potentially multiplayer gets added later, but considering this is another single-man project, I doubt that something as complex as multiplayer is going to get added. This means that you're going to have to take on the AI, which already has given me quite the run for my money. So it is not some sort of pushover AI that you can just easily manipulate. The game treats the whole military spectre, or the whole military genre, a little different, in the sense that you don't have a pre-built deck or battle group, but you can call in divisions and adjustments to your battle groups as you see fit. So those are some of the games that I'm excited about for 2022. Let me know what yours are down below in the comment section. If you want to find out more about the different titles that I've mentioned in this video, linked down below in the description are links to all the different games that you have seen here. I hope you're really excited about them. I am, and I will definitely be featuring some, if not all of them, on this channel later. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Looking forward to 2022.